Hello, I hope you're all doing well. Today we're going to be looking at this tent. It's up to a two-man size tent weighing in at 1.85 kilos, and it's the Terra Zephyros 2 tent. Well, here she is. She's all brand new, and I'm not going to lie, I set it up in my garden yesterday, just to get myself familiar with this tent. There she is there. Well, as you can see, she's brand new. I've just taken her out of the packaging, and here's some of the dimensions, etc., which some of you guys who are interested might want to know. So let's get this little tent set up, shall we? Okay, so here's the thing. We got an amazing discount on this tent. 40% off. Yes, 40. It's almost half price. All you've got to do is you've got to go to the link below, and when you go to buy it, type in Funky 40, Funky 40, Foxtrot Uniform November Kilo Yankee 40. You type that in, and you're going to get this for around £100. You're saving an absolute fortune. So I don't believe you can get these brand new anywhere for less in the UK. So it's just a little bit of help for you guys who are struggling with money. If this is up your street, then I'll grab them because they're going to fly. There's only limited quantities available, so you want to be in quick with these. Feel free to research it online. It's the Terra Zephyros 2. It didn't take too long, and the most important thing when you're setting these up is make sure that you don't do them too tight. Always make sure that these doors are closed when you set this up, because what you don't want to do is to set it all up with the doors open, and then when you go to zip it up, it will just stretch it and rip it apart. So a good test is just once you get it set up, do it slowly and just look. Absolutely no problem at all. Then zip it up again. No problem at all, and obviously you've got Velcro just to keep it a little bit more secure when you're getting some winds, etc. So let's have a little look around the outside and then go inside, because I think you'll be quite impressed with the shape and size of inside this tent. Right, let's go for a walk. Now what I do like about these is you've got the glow in the dark fixings around all of the pull out points. All reflective and glow in the dark, as I said. Obviously you've got your ventilation mesh panel, which can be covered. It's all protected underneath, stop the rain coming in. It's a nice touch. And the adjustable features like these, so you can get it more adjusted to what you need. And the underneath layer, the base layer, is all bungeed, so it's loads of flexibility. So obviously when it's blowing lots, you don't want it too rigid. Again, if you really needed to use these side points, obviously if you're up on the peaks, etc., you would definitely use them, but in the woodlands with no strong winds predicted, I don't think it's necessary. There we are again on the side. Now these are a nice touch. We've got the blue web in there so you can see it easy. Obviously your fixing point goes there and there with this alley pole. That was really cool putting that together actually. It's like it's magnetic, and you literally just take it out of the pack and shake it and it all forms one big long pole. It's amazing, really cool. And this I like. Obviously when it's getting dark, little things like this are an absolute godsend. And as I mentioned before, you just do not want to get it too tight. You can further secure it to the ground, and obviously at night time you can use this. Where is it? In conjunction with this, so you can literally have a bit more security, etc. And this, you will see more about that in a minute. But overall, really impressed. I'm going to be spending 24 hours in this, so we got heavy rains forecast. So a little bit later on in this video, you'll see how it fares. Well, you remember that toggle I just told you about here, this one? Well, if you need to open the door and keep it open, sort of securely, you just pop it inside where there's a strategically placed loop, which I quite like. There it is there. So that toggle just clips onto that, and then you access to get in and out of your inner compartment, as it were. Okay, now the door's open, let's go inside. Wow, here we go. We're inside. And as you can see, we've got loads of space, and there's probably about 18 inches, maybe 2 feet beneath my feet. And I'm 6 foot. My head is currently touching the end, so it just gives you an idea of the size. I love these vents. Earlier on when I got in here, and I got in here quickly, I don't know if you can see, you probably can't see it, but yeah, there's lots of bug life up there. And yes, if you've done this sort of thing before, you're going to realise as soon as you get inside one of these, you have to zip yourself in, because if you get some of them bugs in there, you've had it. They will eat you alive. So yep, of course you've got like a hook at the top there, so you can hang whatever sort of lighting, etc., things like that. I can just about sit up in here, albeit a little bit crouched, but yes, I'm sitting up. I should imagine if this internal tent wasn't here, you'd have loads of room. So you've got choices. You can either leave the inner tent in place, because there's loads of room out there, right? It's amazing. And yeah, I'm not opening that until I'm actually getting out. And there we go. If you wanted to undo that fully, you just do the Velcro on that bit there, and you can see right out to the great outdoors. That's probably what I'm going to do. Forecast is rain later, really early hours in the morning. So before I go to bed, I'm going to seal that up. But until then, I think I'll keep them all open and get some ventilation in here, because it is summertime after all. And that's a nice little touch as well. You have some safety information there, and they're quite a generous, I'd say probably an A5 size pocket. So you know, general things, car keys, phones, torches, you know, things like that. Stop fumbling around at night time. You can just wake up, go in there, and you can get it. Because you know, sometimes you can get stuff just roll around all over the place, and in the dark it can be a bit of a faff. No, all in all, the stitching and everything seems quite well made. I've not seen any problems anywhere at all. It does appear to be quite well made, and very lightweight as well, which is all sorts of benefits, especially if you're going right up in the peaks. As I said, you don't want to be carrying too much weight. So yeah, it's looking pretty good in here. Can't believe how spacious it is. Nice. Well, the tent made it. She's done a great job, and I didn't get one drop of water in there. Very impressed. And it absolutely downpoured last night. Real rain. Very noisy actually, but you know, it is what it is. But it kept me dry and my kit dry, and that's the most important thing. I even had the mesh covers open, and that was just enough to stop it. Maybe because I'm undercover, but yes, loads of ventilation in there. It was a very hot, muggy night, and I just slept naked on top of my sleeping bag. It was that warm, so I didn't need any extra clothing, etc. And yeah, it was a hot, steamy night in the tent. But no, very impressed. As I said, not one single leak, and we had very strong winds actually, and I didn't realise. I didn't see them on the forecast, but yes, we had really strong winds, and I was more worried about that than the rain, because obviously, you know, trees coming down, etc. But no, she passed the test. As you can see, I think you can see, it was torrential. So there we have it. What an awesome tent, the Terra Zephyros 2. Thoroughly enjoyed my stay in there last night, and as I said, not one drop of water got in there, and it done its job. I thoroughly recommend these for doing stuff like hill walking. It'll be an absolute godsend. It'll keep all your kit dry too, obviously. So don't forget that all important code, Funky40, FUNKY 40. You put that in and you'll get 40% off. I know, crazy. Okay, enjoy the tent. Thanks for watching and stay funky.